Welcome everyone. Today I'm going back to the comments section to answer one of your questions. Now, I have a number of videos on drum samples as well as drum sample plugins. I have a video comparing DRUMAGOG and Trigger 2 as well as videos on each showing you how to bring in your own samples. I'll leave links to those down in the description. But on one of those videos I got this question from Facundo Fontel, where he says a lot, but mainly he's asking why I would use multi-samples versus just a single sample, because the single sample would maximize your consistency hit to hit. And that is a great question. Before I answer it, let's go ahead and define a few things first, right? So if you have one sample that you are replacing all of your drum hits with, let's just say a snare sample, right? And every snare has that same actual waveform, that's called a one-shot. And then if you have multiple samples that snare goes to a different one each time, I'm gonna refer that as multi-sample. So yes, obviously, if you want perfect consistency, a one-shot is the way to go. If you replace completely the original drum performance of, again, let's just say a snare, with the same waveform for each snare hit, you are gonna get perfect consistency because it's literally the same sound effect every time he hits the snare, right? The same loudness, the same timbre, the same everything. The problem is that human beings don't play like that, and so it's gonna sound fake, right? A real drummer's not hitting at the same exact volume, the same exact place, getting the same exact sine wave every time. So our ears are gonna recognize that as robotic or sounding fake. Now, fake may be what you're going after, right? And if that's what you want, then a one-shot is perfect for you. So if you take electronic music, right, they want it to sound like a drum machine. They're using the same snare sample, the same kick sample every time, and that's the sound that they want. So if that's the sound that you're going for, then again, a one-shot is great. But if you want a more natural sound, I don't know if you've ever heard a one-shot used for like a drum roll or something, but it sounds terrible. And that's where multi-samples come in, right? Because a multi-sample will have typically multiple velocities, and a velocity is just the intensity of the hit, you know, ranging from very soft all the way up to very hard. And then within each velocity, you're probably gonna have multiple hits to choose from. And so this can go from an extreme of like 20 velocities with 10 samples each, you know, bringing you up to 200 total samples, all the way down to what I tend to do for rock, which is like a light, medium, and heavy velocity with about 5 samples each. So I end up with 15 samples. And typically I don't even use the light velocity. Typically I just go back and forth, depending on the part of the song, between the heavy and the light. But because there are so many different samples to choose from at different velocities, you can get really, really natural sounding drums. Whether you're actually programming drums or you're replacing drums, you can almost match the exact hit, intensity and dynamics of the drummer to the samples. And then it sounds like a real drummer, except you don't have all the problems you get with microphones like bleed from your cymbals and things like that. However, and this is a big however, that's not necessarily the most common way to use drum samples, right? Not everyone is replacing each hit. Typically, people will blend in the sample with the original performance. And that's really where one-shots shine, because then you can have the variety of that initial snare performance, but then you're adding in the one-shot to give it that consistency. Or maybe that initial snare sound just is missing something, right? Maybe it's not got much low end. And so you get a one-shot that has that low end, and you blend it in until you're happy with it. While we're talking about drum samples, I'm happy to announce I am packaging up my drum samples and putting them on my Shopify store for you guys to purchase. I've had multiple requests of people on my videos asking for these samples. So if you want your drums to sound like this, Or maybe like this. Go to the description, click the link, and go to my Shopify page. I will have them up for you to buy as soon as possible. Now, unfortunately, one of my biggest complaints about modern drum sounds, especially in the rock and metal genres, is that drums all start to sound the same from one artist to the next. I feel like people are just kind of drawing from the same sample pools, and the drums lose their life. It sounds like a drum machine, and that's why I personally, when bringing in samples, like to use multi-samples, because then it keeps the performance sounding a little bit more natural. Also, I tend to bring in my own multi-samples, so when I have a drummer record their part for a song, just at the end of the session, I'll have them hit each drum for me a bunch of times. I'll track those and turn them into my own samples. That way I'm bringing in the same sound from the same mic, same drum, same drummer into that performance. And it just has a more natural sound to it, and I really like preserving the feel and the vibe of that original performance and that original recording. So at the end of the day, it's really all about what sound you want, which is mixing, right? If you want that super consistent, no dynamics, no life drum sound, then you can replace everything with one-shots. Or you can use your one-shot to taste, blend it in with the original performance. Or you can do what I do and bring in the multi-samples and blend that in with the original performance, trying to make things sound as natural as possible. So I hope this answers your question. If not, just leave me more questions down below. I'll try to get back to them. So thanks for watching this long. We'll see you next time.